What's your favorite video game of all time? Jak and Daxter series, Skyrim, Castlevania for NES, 1, Minecraft 2, Rocket League 3, NHL or FIFA, Left 4 Dead 2, Counter-Strike 1.6, Original Super Mario Kart, Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War and Uncharted 4, Dark Souls. None of the sequels or any of the games from that same developer managed to instill quite the same sense of both wonder and sheer hopelessness. Super Mario Kart SNES. The Wolf Among Us. How has nobody said dude yet? Damn, I'm getting old. STALKER Shadow of Chernobyl. Minecraft or Grand Theft Auto, Vice City. Sly 2, Band of Thieves. Paper Mario, The Thousand-Year Door. Mass Effect Trilogy. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. A huge part of what makes Zelda games magical for me is that feeling of stepping out into a wide world and looking out across rolling grassy plains, seeing an interesting landmark on the horizon and thinking, can I go there? Before jumping on horseback, or boatback, depending on the game, and setting out on an adventure across a vast world, while seeing what happens along the way. Bot nailed this feeling for me in a way that hasn't quite been reached since I first left the forest and stepped out onto Hyrule Field in Ocarina of Time as a kid in 1998. That's the heart of it, and it's a big part of the reason why Bot absolutely nailed it for me, without even mentioning the million other things I love about it. I've never seen a game commit so wholeheartedly to freedom in a wide world, and the amazing environmental interactions and elaborate physics engine leading to all sorts of wait, I didn't know you could do that moments were an amazing touch. It's both the game I've been waiting decades for and the one I never even knew I wanted at the same time, if that makes any sense at all. The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask. Okami. 2 decades later, still hits the same smile. Gran Turismo 2 or Fallout New Vegas. Since some folks already said RDR2 and Skyrim, I say Super Smash Bros. On N64. Sims 2, Uncharted 4, or Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Pong. Probably The Wolf Among Us or Terraria. I think the best video game of all time is Tetris because it's a timeless classic with simplistic but addictive gameplay. Number 2023D blockbuster FPS can reach this. Super Mario World for SNES. Mario 64. The Legacy of Kain Saga. Breath of the Wild. Zelda Bot Wind Waker, my first Zelda game, has a nostalgic feeling to it. Minecraft Danganronpa, in general, Persona 5 Royal. In no specific order, I bet there's like this one big game I'm completely forgetting about that should definitely be, but whatever. Call of Duty. Skate 3. Super Mario 64. Breath of the Wild. The Witcher 3. Going to have to go with Gary's Mod. Biggest modding community on Earth. You can do whatever you want, and that's what I love to have in video games, a shit ton of freedom. 007. Fallout, New Vegas. It's a philosophical post-apocalyptic sci-fi western black comedy. Nuff said. Contra. World of Warcraft. Titanfall 2. I've been playing video games for almost 40 years. Don't think I could actually name just one. Atari Combat NES Legend of Zelda and Adventures of Link SNES ActRaiser 3, Pilot Wings, Rampart Sega Master System, any of the Alex the Kid games, Genesis Arcus Odyssey, Immortal, Centaurian Turbo GFX 16 Bonks Adventure Splatterhouse, also Y'3 for the Turbo CD Dreamcast / Saturn. None. Only had them for a few months, barely used them. 3 Do Need for Speed N64 Quake 2 GameCube Mario Party Wii Mario Party PS2 Gran Turismo 2 Xbox One haven't decided yet. Possibly Forza Horizon 4 PC Age of Empires 2, Battlefield 1942 with Desert Combat Mod, SimCity 4. I had it lucky that I worked at a mom-pop video game store and got the more expensive systems when I was a teenager for dirt cheap. Call of Duty World at War. A popular GameCube game featuring Sonic, titled SONICHEROES. TF2. I'd go about mine. I don't really care if anyone calls me a child for this. I love Minecraft. And #X200B. Both single player and multiplayer was an awesome experience with some old friends of mine. We played on one of the Legacy editions. Minecraft for Xbox 360. I remember playing online with a friend. We both beat the game and tried to get every advancement/achievement. We accomplished everything we wanted to in that world. After that he vanished 5 years ago. Never saw him since. Hill Climb Racing. Smash Brothers series. What Smash game it is, I love it. But most favorite Smash game? Either Brawl, for nostalgia, or Smash, for bringing back so many characters. The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. Metal Gear Solid. Red Dead Redemption 2. If you wanted an example that showed video games should be considered art, I recommend Red Dead Redemption 2. Chrono Trigger and Fallout 2 are some of my all-time favorites. System Shock 1, Chrono Trigger, Mass Effect 1-3, and Mega Man 3. Because I can't pick just one. Sonic Generations, but The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild would be close. Team Fortress 2, despite its current shortcomings. Dying Light, for some reason. Until Dawn. Huge horror buffs may not find it as scary as I do, but I played it more times than I can count and still my heart nearly pounds out of my chest. Best butterfly effect game ever. Black Ops 2 or Minecraft. But probably more so due to the nostalgia it incites for me. I had just moved across the world and Black Ops 2 got released the first Christmas in my new home. Proceeded to spend the next few years using it in Minecraft as a way to keep in touch with my old friend back in Australia and by extension his friends. I have a lot of fond memories of those two games with him and our other friends. We stopped playing after a few years but recently got back in touch with each other. For gameplay wise, I'd say one of the many Pokémon games I played are Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Shadow Hearts, Covenant, 2. I might get hate but Minecraft. Flu 2. Golden Sun. Planescape, Torment. Codbo 2. God of War for PS2 Slim and Medal of Honor Airborne. I play them whenever I have time. Now that's a really hard question, but I'd have to say Little Big Planet 2. The level editor was fantastic, online levels were a blast to play, the story mode was fun and engaging, but most of all I have a ton of memories meeting people online and becoming friends for a week and then never talking again. It was special and still holds up today. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Red Dead Redemption 2. Star Ocean 2 is my longtime most favorite game ever. The story and combat system may seem a bit too simple compared to most RPGs, especially when you compare it to more recent RPGs. Of course, it would show its age, but I like it the way it is. It's simply a fun adventure. The main characters are lovable and I love how you can have control over how your party gets along and how their relationships affect not only cutscenes, events, dialogue, text, but also their AI and combat. It's uncommon to see a game that lets you affect relationships not only for the main protagonist but also for the supporting characters with such depth. I really enjoy Spyro. Final Fantasy Tactics 2, Grimoire of the Rift. I know this is an unpopular opinion, but this is the best game I have ever played. Not saying that it is perfect, but it has many elements that I like. Nice music and art style, many side quests, JRPG game with job system, chess-like combat system, quite easy difficulty when you are chillin'. Sorry for my English though, not my mother language. When I posted this nobody else had picked this, but Splatoon 2. Also Among Us and Fall Guys are really good. It's a tie. Final Fantasy Tactics, and FF8. Clash of Clans. Ape Escape 3. I played the shit out of that game when I was little. Bloom's TG6 Monkey. Genshin Impact. San Andreas. Spider-Man PS4. I love Spider-Man and game is amazing, thought it was giddy in 2018. Minecraft is hands down for me. It's the first game I've ever played on a console and I've grown up with it. War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron. Tell me of another game where you can use a titan the size of a city to destroy your main enemy, or where you can fight a fucking two-legged dinosaur that shoots lasers from its mouth and rockets from the tail, while also functions as an orbital space gun. I don't play it anymore. I don't even find it fun anymore. But back in 2001 to 2005, I loved playing Counter-Strike. I just loved going into a server and playing all day, every day, with the same people. I could go to a PC cafe and literally play Fi_Ice World all day with my gang. I think my interest started to fade when it became competitive. I used to love going into private servers and just mess around all day. Played up C3 mod or op maps or gun game. Now the matchmaking gives me anxiety and the skins just make the game feel different to me. That's a tough one, but probably Halo. I go in phases and play many games, but I always end up coming back to Halo. GTA 5, Hitman 3 and Fallout 4. Master of Magic. It's civilization in a fantasy world, tactical combat, and 2 separate maps you can travel between. Meanwhile you get champion units that are a huge paradigm shift that you can deck out in equipment, and you can cast spells in combat that allow you to turn the tide. Sims. Valkyrie Profile 2. Driver series, you can act badass when playing this game. Minecraft. I love sandboxes and Minecraft is a complete infinite sandbox and there is so much you can do, and when you get bored with it then there is mods and then you go back and realize there is hardcore mode and speedrunning and so many other types of players that you can have fun with it while doing whatever. I may sound like that one dude that say every game he plays is underrated, but I love Titanfall 2. It's just so fun and I can play it for 10 hours back to back. I just wish EA loves the game like me. Morrowind. The Binding of Isaac, Rebirth. RDR2. These are mainly PUBG Mobile, Standoff 2 and Minecraft Smile. Tetris because my dad shows me it right before he and mom got divorced. Every PSP Ben 10. Williams Defender 1980s. Atari Battlezone 2. Little Big Planet. Chrono Trigger. From the multiple endings, the character development, the music, and many more. This game is just so incredible. The Neverhood, discovered it in when I was 12, had a big impact on my personality. World of Warcraft, have played it off and on since 2006. Half-Life 2. Not really a video game, but Roblox was a big part of my childhood and I still enjoy playing it with my friends for shits and giggles to this day. Donkey Kong Country. Fallout 4 and Skyrim for me pretty much on the same level for me. And Fallout 3 is currently on the rise. Mario Odyssey. It was the first game I 100%. LEGO Marvel Superheroes for biased nostalgic reasons and other than that Star Wars The Old Republic. Stratovox. Minecraft or ARK Survival Evolved. Portal.